In the previous task, we already created the private message system and everything seemed to be fine except one thing. Now every time you send a new message, the page just reloads everything including the past messages. Now it would be awesome if our application just loads a new message and display right here without refreshing the whole page. And we're going to do that easily with AJAX and a small jQuery script. In our project, first open F controllers and message controller. Now in the create action, right? So in the message save, after you save the message into database, instead of responding to this page, we're going to respond to the JavaScript file, and I'm going to explain why we're doing that in a bit. So I'll just remove this one, and instead we're going to say respond to and here we say the format.js. The second step is to modify our message view. First, open F, views, and message. One thing we need to do first is rename this partial view. So I'll just click rename. And we just need to remove the S here. Right, so inside here we just remove this loop. So basically we just want to display a single message here because we don't want to load all the messages every time we request to the server. Next, open the F, views, message, and index.html.erb. Remember, whenever you want to work with asynchronous transaction, you need to say remote to. So in this case for our form, we're going to say remote to. Because in this case, we want our form to send a synchronous request to the server, so that's why we put the remote to here. And also, I just noticed that we need to remove this ID here, because the form's ID itself is new message. Why do we need to know this form's ID? I will tell you when we create the jQuery script. Next thing we want to do here is to modify the partial view. So instead of saying random message, so I'm going to say messages locals conversation and conversation. The last step we want to do is to create a JavaScript under F views messages, and we're going to get a new file named create.js.erb. Now back to our message controller. Remember, in the controller we say respond to JavaScript, all right, after the new message was created. So that's another create action. And that's why we need to create the create.js.erb file here. And here we're going to create a small jQuery script. We start by id chat.prepend. So here we're going to prepend a render and message. So where the charts come from? Now if you open back to the index, alright, so here we got a chat. So basically, first we're going to display all the messages into this div. And after that, for every single new message just created, we just append that new message into this list. So by doing that, we don't have to reload all the past messages. All you need to do is just append a new one, and that's it. Open the web browser and hit refresh. Now we're going to create a new message. Can you see that? It's just happening instantly without refreshing the whole page. And the good thing is that it just append a new message in here, so we don't have to reload on a past message, which is good. There's one thing we should notice here, that's after you click the send message, this tag is still here. So we need to remove that once we click send a message. Back to our project, open the create.js.erb. Now under here, we're going to say id new message. Now 0.reset. Why is 0 and where's the new message come from? If you open back to index.html.erb, so we got a form for here, we got a message new here. So by default, the form's ID is new message. That's what you can see here. And the first element inside the form is a text area. So that's why we're going to say 0. So what we want to do here, basically, we just try to reset the content of the text area after we submit to the database. Now refresh the web browser and try another message. Okay, see that? Just blank. And now we got the default text here. This technique is very useful but easy to do, so it will increase performance of your app. In the next one, we'll be working on another cool feature, which is real-time message. I'll see you then.